Okay, so people have been asking me, they ask me, what do you make of the election in Nigeria? I know Tinubu well. I've gone to his house. I met him personally. Um, and I believe that the election was far from being perfect. Actually, from the report I got, it was the worst election in terms of rigging, in terms of irregularities. Um, and most people that I've not spoken to one person who has said that their election was great. We also know that Tinubu has been in power for a long time. He's was the governor of Lagos. He was a senator. He's been a kingmaker in Lagos and the southwest Nigeria for a long time. Now the question is, he's been elected and is likely to be sworn into office on May 29. So how do we move from there? I will say that some of the challenges that he will face is also have to do with the reputation of Nigeria. We will have to rebuild that reputation. People don't trust Nigeria anymore. People don't respect Nigeria anymore in the international community when they can organize a clean election. Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa. I lived in Nigeria for many years and I consider myself to be a Nigerian. And Nigeria is the most important country in Africa. When Nigeria can't even hold a simple election, well, there's a big crisis. When President Buhari came to the U.S. Africa Leaders Summit, he came, excuse me, he came to the U.S. Institute of Peace on his last day. The U.S. Africa Leaders Summit ended today, and I believe the next day he came to the U.S. Institute of Peace. And because when he became president in
2015.
in 2015, he made his first trip to the US and he went to the US Institute of Peace, excuse me, to talk about his agenda, what he was going to accomplish as a Nigerian president. While he was there speaking, a protest broke out. Some people who were in the audience, some American citizen, um, white people who were protesting the genocide in Nigeria. They talked about the fact that Christians are being killed in northern Nigeria, and President Buhari has not done much to stop it. It became rowdy, and they had to escort them outside the room. What I will say is, from going by how when I was in Nigeria and when I first came to the US, and how it was easy for me to send money to people back home, or people back home who had some of my cash to send it back to me. For many years now, it's been very difficult to even for people to send money or to even receive money that I send them. So it's been really difficult for people to do business with the international community. The naira has continued to collapse. I don't know how much is the naira today, and so the exchange rate has continued to, go down as far as the naira is concerned. So I will say that it was really a bad election. It was, um, you know, an election riddled with irregularities, but the country we have to move on. Tinubu is likely to be sworn in, but he faces many legal, economic, social, and political challenges, and he will need to start with rebuilding the reputation of Nigeria as far as the in the international community.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's go.